Yes. So what happens is that soil pollution. Now, how we are going to learn in this chapter how to reduce, how to control this. One of the chief resources of soil pollution is the dumping of waste into it. There are two kinds of waste. One is biodegradable, and the other one is non-biodegradable. Biodegradable wastes are substances that can be broken down by bacteria and other microorganisms living very small living things into products that will not harm the environment. It will help to break it up and get into the environment which will not harm it. But the non biodegradable, now that will not harm the environment, biodegradable waste result from the using of products that come from plants or animals. These wastes can be food, paper, and manure. Non biodegradable substances cause harm to the environment because they cannot be broken down into non harmful substances. Examples of non biodegradable wastes are plastic and glass. You cannot break it up into other substances. For cow manure, you can make those guithas and burn it, it becomes ash, it mixes with the mud, complete. Gobar is used for gobar gas, gobar is used for many things. Food, if you don't eat it, someone else is going to eat it. Paper, it mixes with the earth, it does not harm you. But plastic does harm you. You cannot break it into more parts. While biodegradable wastes do not cause pollution, non-biodegradable pollutants do. Plastics should be disposed of carefully so that they do not clog or choke drains and do not become food for animals, as they may choke and die, and should not be thrown into the sea as they can kill sea creatures. Plastic is a no-no. Yes, if you are using plastic with that right biodegradable microns, there are microns of plastic. It should be all above 12 microns of plastic which is used carry bags, or use paper carry bags. Okay. And you should not throw it around this side and that side. Throw it properly. Don't dig it and put it also inside the ground. It's better don't use it. Right, but when will people learn? It's cheaper, it comes easier, it's bad, it's toxic. If you burn on plastic, it smells bad. Everything is bad. Try to avoid using plastic. It clogs up everything. Will you eat plastic? No. Then why throw it and someone else is going to eat and die? Try to save that person. Air and noise pollution. Smoke from factories and vehicles that burn fossils pollute the air we breathe and causes illness, brain damage, and death. These harmful emissions may sometimes lead to acid rain, rain that contains harmful chemicals such as nitric and sulfuric acid. Acid rain is very harmful for the environment. It can cause damages to trees, severe damage. It will burn up trees, crops, and buildings. It is therefore better to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and explore other sources of energy which are eco-friendly, such as wind, water, and sun. Solar energy we should use. We have solar energy cars, we have solar energy vehicles, we have solar energy scooters, cycles, and then we have this LPG. Right? We should try to save instead of having these fossil fuels. Burn wood, coal, and in the factories which is happening, iron ore is being burned, it is melted with lot of chemicals, and all the smoke goes up, and that causes the acid rain. When acid will fall on you, it's going to burn, it will fall on your building, it's going to heat up your building. Fall on plants, they'll burn up. Noise pollution may cause people to develop hearing problems. Also on your earphone, when you put it on high volume, the volume says excess high volume may damage your ears. isn't it? So, pollution caused by honking, that's blowing your horns, alarms, and sirens can make a person deaf. We have to become more careful and follow certain rules, such as not honking is a no honking zone. The place we are not supposed to blow horns, we should not blow horns. And not honking unnecessarily in a traffic jam. If there is a jam, what's the use of honking your horn? Just wait, when the jam will open, you will be able to go. The front person is also stuck. So if you honking your horn won't make him move. Right? Protecting plants and animals. Protecting plants and animals is the utmost importance. Random cutting of trees or deforestation leads to various problems such as global warming, reduction in rainfall, earthquakes, floods, and animals becoming homeless. To conquer this, we must protect our wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. We can also plant as many trees as we can. Planting a new trees is called afforestation. Today we find many wild animals dwindling in number. This is due to various factors such as scarcity of food, hunting or poaching, habitat loss, etc. The government has taken various steps such as building wildlife sanctuaries and national parks to protect endangered species, the species which are getting vanishing slowly because of this pollution, and provide these animals with a natural habitat. Jungle safaris we have these wildlife sanctuaries where animals are kept, huge places full of jungles, natural place, to make it natural, and is taken care by people, and animals live there. They come out because they don't get food or people are hunting them, they run away, they are scared, they're getting them killed for selling animals. It's very bad. You're not supposed to kill anything. In addition to this, many species of animals are slowly becoming endangered. They are vanishing and are reducing in number or becoming extinct. They're reducing, they're going down, which is going to affect the atmosphere, the whole biosphere. Animals are needed. Without animals also we won't survive. This is the ecosystem. The cheetah became extinct in India in 1950, the cheetah. Such as the tiger and the vulture. Many other animals and birds are on the brink of extinction, such as the tiger and vulture. They are also becoming more and more less. Tigers are also going down. Government of many countries have passed law against poaching, that's animal hunting, as has India, but more needs to be done to safeguard these animals. Animals are getting killed. Apart from these, 50 species of plants and animals are becoming extinct as their habitats are being destroyed by humans. We are destroying it. Those things are going down. They are not going to be there again. They are vanishing. Apart from these, remember the 3 R's. Take a bus or a carpool to school. In this way, you can reduce air pollution to some extent. You can make your own compost bin. Start disposing of certain food and plant waste in it. Over time, these will break down through natural process called decomposition. The compost thus formed in this is good for your plants and you will have less garbage. Save energy by switching off all electrical equipment such as lights, fans, TV, etc. when you are not using them. Save water by turning the tap off while brushing your teeth. The best thing, we keep on brushing, the tap is flowing. We are singing away, the water is falling, the bucket is overflowing. I have seen so many places. We are not saving it. When the time will come, sometime this pandemic is there, okay, fine. It's affecting our health. What will happen when there will be a pandemic of water, when the water is going to stop coming in? What will happen? Just imagine. Reuse. Instead of throwing away things, try to find a way of reusing them. Take cloth sacks to the market instead of paper and plastic bags. This way you will save some trees. Take cloth bag. Donate your old clothes and toys to poor people. They can wear them. Someone can use them. Write on both sides of a paper. Don't write on one side, write on both sides. Use that. Make gift covers out of newspaper. Trees will be saved. If you want to give someone something, the gift is important or the wrapping is important. Wrap it with newspaper. Recycle. Many things that we use each day, such as paper, can be recycled. They are put through the process that makes it possible to create new materials out of old ones. You can help by buying recycled products. Some products have it written on them that it is recycled. Many things such as greeting cards, paper towels, etc. are made from recycled materials. We should try to buy them. So it's going to save the world and our place to live in. You are still young, it's a long way to go, so it's better we take an initiative about it. Read this chapter, get it done, homework. Okay, 10 and 11. 10 and 11 is your homework. Okay, take care, bye bye, and see you soon.